So, I just got out of the gym, and this is not the most flattering look of myself, especially considering I can't see what I look like, so I have no clue. But, done at the gym, and today we are doing a sort of end-of-week monthly reset type thing. Step 1 was the gym, which I've been trying to do, on a, 4 to 5 day a week type schedule. Today is day 3 of the week. I started on Wednesday? Yeah, I started on Wednesday because today's Friday. We're done now. Let's get back to the house. Worked almost 40 hours this week. Yeah. Right, so like I said a second ago, today we are doing a sort of end of month reset to kind of recalibrate the entirety of my life. Well, not the entirety, but a decent portion of it. Get myself organized, plan out the next month of my life, hope for the best, manifest, that. And before we get into all of the planning and calculating and all of that, first I need to clean my room. Because I'm looking at it behind this camera right now and I'm disappointed. I just cleaned it last week. So, let's get that handled. Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes. Alexa, how much time is left in the timer?
You have 16 minutes left on your 30-minute timer.
Oh, that took a lot less time. Okay. Alexa, stop the timer.
30-minute timer canceled.
Nice. Okay, so recently I've been kind of rethinking my social media, content creation, influencer, lifestyle, career choice thing. Not that I don't want to do it, but I put a lot of thought into how I wanted to, quote, return to it, because I took a bit of a unplanned, uncoordinated break that was 6 months, probably something 6 months long, I don't know. But the reason I came back, other than me just wanting to start making content again, was I saw this video by Think Media. I'll link it in the description if I can find it again. It was clips from a seminar that the guy that runs it did, and he was explaining how to plan out your YouTube channel in a way that can be grown into a business. Also, I realized during the pandemic I was watching people like Kelly Stamps and Catherine Manning, who do a lot of how YouTube works type videos. Kelly not so much anymore, but Catherine still does. And I remember there was a shift over quarantine where initially I was super excited and super duper hyped to create content. And then after a certain point, I was seeing their success and getting almost jealous, and was I'm not watching this anymore. I already admitted, no, I'm not watching this. And even though it was initially helping me to learn how to create better content, even if my portfolio backlog of videos doesn't really show that at the moment, it was in a way helping me. Then when I realized I was seeing them as points of envy rather than people to look towards for guidance, somewhat for learning, I just completely cut it off, which is why I stopped doing YouTube for a bit. But now that I'm in a better mental space and I'm in a better I don't know what the word is, less of a jealous person, And it's not that I don't care, it's that I care about other things that are more important. Like, you know, the quality of my own content and focusing on my own growth. That Think Media video is kind of what did it for me to like kind of kick me into gear. I saw it at 2 a.m. after I had a mental breakdown about financial aid for college. It kind of just kicked me into high gear to start making stuff again. But now that I'm at this point where like I want to create content again, I think the reason why I kind of like burnt out was because I didn't have like good goals, which is ironic because my last video on my channel before like I went dark for 6 months was about goal setting. So now I'm gonna take my own advice. I was kind of just like writing the algorithm making that video, but now we're actually gonna follow my own advice and I'm gonna create some goals that are actionable and that are actually like, you know, time-wise, sustainable goals that will actually be able to be completed. Like, I'm gonna link to the video in case you want more of that information, like super in depth, but cute little breakdown of it is you need to know why you're setting a goal, you need to be specific with that goal, and you need to like actually create an actual plan for said goal so that we can actually complete it. Alright, so for July of 2022 I've created 2 goals, one of which is inspired by this Ali Abdaal video that I saw a couple days ago, which was one of the videos that kind of inspired me to get back into YouTube, which I'll also link down below. This is basically a beginner's guide to starting a YouTube channel and growing it into a business. And I just had to rewatch part of it to like assess where I am in my YouTube journey per se. The goal that came from that was to create content consistently to gain 1% improvements each time in both the quality and reach of each post. I remember I watched the video and I was like, that seems a little bit familiar, because I read it in Atomic Habits. It was already there, the brain was already thinking, the gears were already turning. And the other one is to boost engagement on my Instagram by creating posts that encourage discussion. And that also goes for my YouTube. I don't know why I specified Instagram specifically, but that goes for both of my pages, since I want to be able to create content that people are like willing to engage with and wanting to not necessarily debate, but like interact with in an animate way. I don't want to say I only created 2 goals, because 2 is better than nothing, right? And last month I had nothing. So I created 2 goals, these were them, and by, what's actually July? August. When we do a reset for August, we'll look back on this and see how I did. And speaking of YouTube, I do have some content planned out. While I'm blanking. This is just the Matrix logging, sorry. But I have a couple videos planned here, and I'm super duper, super duper, absolutely ecstatic to film back to school videos. Elementary, middle school Mick, inner child thriving. Like literally top tier, 10 out of 10, would recommend. I am so excited. I love back to school videos. I have ever since I was in like 5th grade when I started watching YouTube. Alicia Marie, Ava Gutowski, Rem Life, Laura DIY, Megan DeAngelis, who else? Tila Dunn, Mia Stammer, visionaries. But I am so happy that I get to do what I've always wanted to in terms of making back to school videos, because they have always captivated me. But these videos specifically are going to be showing you that you can get sustainable school supplies and sustainable dorm supplies that are not only good for the planet but also cute, you know? Like actually can be like, you know, zhuzhed up a bit so that way you can feel cool or whatever. But I feel like we're getting to a point where we don't really care about feeling cool anymore. Like we still want to be like, you know, accepted in society, that's like a human trait. But like we still have trendy, but like we're all kind of comfortable in our own aesthetics, so like we have different ideas of trendy. And I do need to get that dorm supplies video written out, like my outline. So we're gonna do that. Alright, so I'm gonna do like a cute little magic trick real quick, like a cute little editing thing. So we've got this blank page, right? 1, 2, 3. There. A finished, well, almost finished. I still have like a couple more lines to write, but a semi-finished outline. I can finish this up tomorrow. It's getting super duper late. It's 11:33. So I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to be notified of my next monthly reset, be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way YouTube can actually give you some notifications for once. And if you just think I'm cool, you can subscribe anyway and just see the rest of my stuff as well. And if you want to just see more of me in general, you can check out my Instagram, which is @_McRobinson_, where you'll get a lot of productivity and like behind the scenes YouTube type stuff, as well as, you know, just cute pictures. And that is everything. See you next time. Bye!